Hi, it's Angie with News OK, and I am here with Passion for Food columnist Sherrel Jones. We're back in her kitchen, and today we're going to be talking about how to stir fry. So tell us what happens first.
Well, what happens first is you want to preheat the wok. Make sure your wok is well seasoned, and start with a little bit of high flash point oil.
Okay.
It can be peanut oil. We're using a tea tree oil and a tiny bit of oil, and that is so important. And then we're going to use our, the neat thing about this is we're using 1 club steak for 2 servings today. And we're just going to dredge it in a little bit of cornstarch, add it to the wok.
You can hear it sizzle.
Of course, you hear it sizzle. The sizzle factor is very important. You don't want to overload it. And I've got some that I've already seasoned to save a little time.
Okay.
We're going to put that in.
For about 3 minutes, is that right?
Probably 3 or 4 minutes is all it's going to take to cook. And we use an ancient Chinese tool and kind of keep it moving, and that's so important as you get it in the wok. And you want to make sure it's good and hot, and you just keep searing.
Okay.
That's the secret to the wok cooking. And so then we're ready to cook the vegetables, and then we're going to put them all back together. I'm going to turn up that fire again.
So you just put it in the same
in the same wok.
Okay.
And the wok is already seasoned, so I don't need to add anything else. And I usually start with the veggies that take the longest to cook, like our carrots.
Okay.
And
about how many carrots?
And the peppers. Oh gosh, that's for 2 people. It's probably a half cup maybe for 2 people. And then I've used some red and yellow peppers. This time of year, they're lovely. And of course, some thinly sliced purple onions.
Okay.
You can hear it again, the sizzle. We want the sizzle.
Gotta have the sizzle.
And once this cooks just a little bit, and I'll tell you what I'm going to do is put the lid on it for a second or 2 and let that kind of steam cook, and that sort of helps. And while that's cooking, let's talk about a couple of other quick things. We're going to add broccoli a little more at the last, because we want it to steam, but we don't want it overcooked, because then it's going to get sort of bitter.
Sure.
We're going to be using a liquid to sort of deglaze the whole thing and combine and bind the whole stir fry together. And I've got orange juice and some mirin or rice wine, which you can find at Asian markets. And I'm going to use, today I've used some sesame oil instead of
soy sauce.
Wow. Because that's less salt. And I'm trying to be mindful of how much salt that we're having in our diets. And then we add the aromatics, and you can people add these at different times. I like to add this part at the end. I have some freshly grated ginger, some orange rind, and some chili garlic paste, which I find also at the Asian market.
Okay.
And so those are nice to do. And you can use water chestnuts, but today, or you can use almonds. And I love almonds, so I'm using the slivered almonds today to sort of add texture and a different little crunch to it
so
as well. So we're going to see how our veggies are doing. And you can see they've brightened up considerably. And so we'll get those moving. We want the peppers to sort of sear and caramelize. And if our camera can get down in the wok, we can see how absolutely stunning the color is. And we're going to add
the broccoli,
some of our broccoli. You can put as much or as little as you want. Now, my husband would like a little bit of broccoli, not a lot, but it's good for you. After the broccoli, and again, I'm going to let it steam just a little bit. I might put some of our orange juice down in the bottom. And so that gets the environment nice and steamy to finish cooking the carrots. I'll put the lid on it for a couple more seconds. And it just takes just a little bit to kind of, and you can already smell that aroma of the sesame oil.
It smells wonderful.
And so it's just great.
Okay, so we put in the meat. Now what's next?
Now we're going to put in our aromatics, the ginger and orange peel, freshly grated orange peel. And I'm not going to stir it just yet. I'm going to start with about what would be about a tablespoon of our chili garlic paste. This can be, incidentally, pretty hot, so you want to go a little at a time with it. And then I'm going to add my juice slowly.
Oh, that looks wonderful.
maybe a little more. And I think I might like just a bit more juice in it. So I'm going to go ahead and use the reamer and get some more. And then I would say taste it for seasoning. You may want to add something. We're going to put today some slivered almonds in to add a little crunch at the very last second. And you could use
crunch.
water chestnuts.
Definitely.
But I love the almonds.
Oh, me too. Oh.
And this is just a wonderful stir fry and very healthy.
Oh, it's wonderful.
And, delicious.
So now we're done?
Yes, yes.
Oh, wow.
We're done. That's all there is to it. So it's very fast.
That's what I was going to say.
The time comes in the prep, and the preparation is the most important thing. And then you just want to keep the fire hot.
Exactly,
And
exactly.
so we're set.
Wonderful. Thank you, Sherrel. For more on Sherrel's Passion for Food column about stir fry, just look in the Oklahoman in the food section, also on newsok.com. Thanks so much.
Lots of ideas. Thanks.